guys. What's good? Caramelians. What's up, y'all? She's the core. Hi. What's going on? I see you guys coming in. Hi. Hi, guys. Hello. Hello. Can you guys hear me good? Can y'all hear me? All right. We are live. Hey, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this review. I was going to I'm trying to set up my StreamYard. You guys, I'm not done doing it. I was going to try to do my live from my StreamYard, but I'm not done setting it up. So I'm going to do it through my phone because I'm still working on some stuff on my laptop, okay? So you just left Auntie, yeah. I think she was supposed to have been over there doing some giving some tea over there as well. I'm going to go ahead and do the reunion. I mean, not the reunion, damn. The episode that aired tonight for Love and Marriage Huntsville for you guys that, of course, you know, we are still on the blackout, okay? So for those of you who are still under the blackout, of course, you know, I told you guys I would come on and, hey, and review it for you guys, okay? So that you guys will be in the know. I've been up all day long trying to take these damn braids out. As y'all can see, my braids are out. I took my braids out, permed my hair. Yeah. All right. Denise Green, hello. All right, so let's get into it. So this is season 5. So yes, ma'am. Season 5, episode 9. To be or not to be. All right, this was a pretty good episode. Wasn't really that long. Said hello, Caramel and Mods. Hi, Yvette Whitaker. Hello. She says hello, Caramel in chat. Hello, guys. All right, so let's get started. All right, so the episode starts with Maurice. He pulls up in his G-Wagon, honey, and he's going to the gym to meet the guys, Lewis, Courtney, Marceau, and Martell. All right, they're all at the gym. They're getting ready to shoot some basketball just to kind of have some boy bonding time, okay? All right, Martell, he comes in kind of late. He's the last one to arrive. And he pretty much says that basketball isn't his thing, honey. He plays football. That is his thing, but he is there nevertheless to bond with the fellas, okay? Yes, hello, good evening. All right, so they're playing basketball. It doesn't look like anybody can shoot because nobody's actually making a shot. So they're just actually just shooting the ball, shooting the ball, shooting the ball. All right, so then in the confessional, Marceau says that last week, he says we were at each other's heads. He says that this week we're together playing basketball, and that's pretty much what the guys do. Like, in 1 minute we're falling out, and the next we're fine, unlike the ladies. Okay, so then Courtney, which is Stormy's husband, and the guys, they kind of take a little break from playing basketball, and they sit and they talk, okay? Courtney tells the guys that Stormy is getting the girls together for a peace dinner, okay? For like a peace party. All right, so then Maurice says that then he goes into talking about what he's actually doing. He's putting together his first ever title business. So he's telling the guys about that. And they're like, oh, okay, you putting together a title. Oh, that's nice. That's what's up. So then Marceau says that Black is actually going to be expanding to the downtown area, okay? Yeah. All right, so then Courtney says that he wants to start buying and selling homes, all right? And so then Marceau says that he'll teach him because it's easy. He said, you know, and then I said to myself, yeah, minus the fraud and misrepresentation, okay? I don't know if you will be the best person to be trying to help him, Marceau, because you guys don't have your business together as it relates to your businesses. So you probably won't be the best representation of trying to show Courtney about this whole real estate situation. You know, I don't think he would, but nevertheless. All right, so then Marceau says that he's willing to help Courtney and that he offered to help Martell, and you see how that turned out. That is what Marceau said in his confessional. So then Martell actually tells the guys that that Mel invited him to Destin, Florida with the kids, and that he's excited to go because it's something that they've always done with the kids, you know, before they actually broke up. All right, so then Marceau asks, isn't that going to be confusing, Martell, for you to go and be hanging out with the kids and with Melody like that? Are they going to be having like an expectation as to say, hey, is Mama and Daddy going to be getting back together? Like, what is this whole, you know, you guys getting together? Like, he's saying, you know, why are you doing this? So Martell, he's kind of looking confused, like, huh? So then Maurice says that coming from divorced parents, that is always that hold on, says it coming from divorced parents, that it's always the hope that they'll get back together. That is what he's saying. He says that when he and Kaya were separated with Monster, since Monster was 3 years old, says that Monster used to always ask, you know, could they work it out? Could they get back together? Could they, you know, reconcile and be back together? Because that's what he was used to. So then Marceau says that his dad and mom, after they divorced, that they used to go on dates still, even after their divorce, and that it was kind of confusing to he and his brothers, but they were kind of hoping that they would get back together because they were used to that family dynamic. All right. So then Martell says that he feels that it's important for Mel and his kids to see them in a positive light with them going on this trip. All right. And he says that it's a part of effectively co-parenting. As long as we're doing that, he says, then we're on the right track. And I'm just like, okay, well, you said that in the actual episode, but then you turn around and you sue this woman for full custody and pretty much drag her through the mud and act the way that you've been acting here lately. So it doesn't seem like you're trying to be co-parenting effectively. It seems like you're trying to be an asshole, which that's what you've shown yourself to be, Martell. Like, 1 minute you're saying you want to co-parent and be amicable, and then the next minute you're fighting her. So which one is it? And I don't think you realize that that is affecting your children. You know, yeah. You posting stuff on social media, that is affecting your children. Your children can read. They can go on social media and see messages that you are posting against their mother. So at the end of the day, don't sit there and say that you want to co-parent amicably and effectively, and you want to go on this trip to kind of show them that you're trying to be the bigger person and be, you know, dad and respect their mother, and then in the next breath, you're disrespecting her. So, yeah. All right, so moving on to the next scene, we see 2 G-Wagons pull up. We see a white G-Wagon pull up, which we know is Melody's. Then we see a gold G-Wagon pull up, which we know to be Stormy's, all right? So they both pull up in their matching G-Wagons. They get out, they greet each other. They haven't seen each other in a while, so they're happy to see each other. They're meeting up at this place called Dreamcatchers, all right? And then Melody says that after the mess at Madani, that she's looking forward to hanging out with Stormy at this place called Dreamcatchers. It's kind of like a peace place where they go and they get incense and things like that. So they're going in there together to go and kind of hang out and shop together and kind of grab some peace stuff, you know. So then they're shopping here at the store, and Mel says that she needs some black crystals for protection. She says, because I'm a Scorpio, honey, and I need some protection, honey. She said, you know, I ain't got time for that. She says that and then Mel tells Stormy about the dinner with the 6 of them. Yeah. Said, I don't like Stormy, she's snaky. Hey, a lot of people say that. I think she's a little two-faced. It just between me and y'all, okay? Don't tell nobody. But yeah, so did Mel tell Stormy about the dinner, like I said, between the 6 of them, Tisha, Marceau, Maurice, Kimmy, and she and Martell, all right? So and then she says that and how she's proud pretty much of herself for not going off on Tisha at the dinner, because Tisha is always oblivious to things that she and Wanda does, all right? So then Mel and Stormy, of course, they're talking about Mel becoming friends with Tisha, and Mel says that she's not interested or looking to be friends with Tisha, because Stormy asked her, well, are you looking to try to, hash things out with Tisha and y'all can be friends again? And Mel was like, no, I'm not looking into being friends with Tisha. She's just trying to be cordial. All right, so then Stormy tells Mel that she's setting up a dinner for all of the girls, and then Mel kind of gives her this, oh, hell no look, like, huh? Like, like, no. When she said all the girls, Melly was like, yeah, no. So, I was just like, Mel is just not checking for them being fake, especially with Tisha and Destiny. So that's why she was giving that look. So then Stormy is telling Mel that Kimmy, Destiny, and Tisha will all be in attendance. All right. And then she says that they didn't resolve anything for the Galentine's event. And then Stormy says that she believes in manifestation. So she wants all of them to get together and have this peace dinner and kind of hash out their differences and try to be the bigger person in this situation. So then Mel says, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to attend because, that's just not my thing. Like, she don't want to be involved. She don't want to be around fake people. And I feel her on that. All right, so then the next scene, they're showing Courtney and Marceau. They meet up at this little, looks like a little coffee shop type spot to talk about real estate. All right, so then Courtney asked, did Martell help out with them in terms of their business? And then Marceau said no, which that's a whole lie, because Martell did kind of pitch to Mel to kind of help them, but Marcel sitting there saying no, and that just pisses me off with them. Like, give people their credit where credit is due. You may not be in the best place with them, but still acknowledge that they did help you get where you are. All right, so then Marceau goes into explaining the whole process of contracting and building and selling and that type thing as far as real estate goes. All right, so then Marceau says in his confessional that he's willing to work with Courtney because he knows that he would get along with him. All right, so then Courtney tells Marceau that he has a problem working with women. That's why he is the way that he is. He says, Marceau, you have a problem working with women. All right, and so that shit was funny when he said that. So then when Marceau says that he don't want to work with his wife, he said that he does everything. He don't want to work with Tisha. He's just not here for that. So then Courtney says that he works with his wife and that they make a big bag when they work together. So he's trying to coerce Marceau into working with Tisha, saying that you guys can accomplish more if you work together. He says that me and Stormy, we work together and we work well together and we make a nice bag when we work together. But Marceau was not hearing that. He's pretty much saying that he don't want to work with Tisha. That's just not what he's trying to do. All right, so then Marceau says that if he and Tisha work together, that they wouldn't have any more money. He says that they would pretty much split up if they decided to work together. All right, so then they go to the next scene. They go to the next scene where Maurice and Kimmy, they're talking. Maurice, he's bringing Kimmy some food. They're sitting in their newly built theater room. So they have a new theater room in their home and they're utilizing this room. Maurice comes in. He's holding this tray of food that he prepared for them to eat in the theater room. Hot dogs, hamburgers, etc., etc. Okay. And Kimmy, and Maurice is saying that he was bringing that to Kimmy and he wanted her to relax because she's been having a pretty rough day. All right. So then Maurice tells Kimmy about the guys getting together to play basketball. They're just kind of shooting the breeze and talking. So then Kimmy then says that on June 14th that she found a lump in her breast, you guys, okay? And then she says that since then she's been kind of struggling with that, all right? Then she starts to kind of get emotional when she's talking about it. She starts crying, all right? So then Kimmy says that because she's a nurse that she kept checking and then she found yet another lump. So not one lump, but two lumps, all right, in her breast, all right? And she says that she feels that it may be signs of cancer. She starts to cry to Maurice and then he's holding her hand, kind of trying to comfort her while she's venting about this possible cancer scare, all right? So then Kimmy says that a lump in your breast is pretty much a sign of cancer, and another lump is pretty much a double whammy for her. All right, she looks very scared. She's very nervous. She's crying. All right. And then she says that she wanted to shy away from filming. She wanted to take a break from filming for a while because the situation was starting to get the best of her and it was starting to be a little too much. So, with her dealing with that and then the cameras wanting to be there and filming her, she kind of wanted to take a step back for a while from filming. But she decided, she said, to continue with filming because she felt like her journey could help someone in the process. All right. And then she says that she's wanting for her test to come back and then confirm that if she's really dealing with cancer or not from the lumps that she found in her breast. All right. So then Maurice says to her that he knows that Kimmy is strong, but that he wants to be there for her. And then he starts crying. He starts getting emotional while he's talking to her and while he's talking about this situation with Kimmy. All right, so then Kimmy says that she's very afraid for Jalen if this situation turns out to be something serious. All right, because she don't know how he would handle that. All right, so then Kimmy says that it's a possibility that it might not be a big thing or that it may be. She's just kind of playing it back and forth in her mind as to say it may be something big and then it may not. So then she breaks down on Maurice and like she's really, really crying. And then he says that he's scared, but that he's going to be there for Kimmy until death do them part. Okay, so that was kind of touching between the two of them, seeing Maurice kind of be in a more serious state of mind, because he's always cracking jokes and whatnot. So it was very touching to see him be very supportive as it related to Kimmy and her talking about her battle with this situation, her finding these 2 lumps in her breast. All right, so then Kimmy says that that they need to think about having a will put into place, and so that they can kind of put things into perspective in case things are bad in terms of her test coming back and saying that she has cancer. Okay, so she says that she knows that this isn't what Maurice signed up for, and then Maurice stopped her and said no. He says that he is there no matter what. He said, no matter what, you're my wife, I love you, and I'm going to be there no matter what. He's holding her hand and he's comforting her through this. All right, so then the next scene, they go to the next scene where they're at Stormy's house for the dinner. All right, Stormy has it set up real nice. They're out back near her pool. She has these purple lights up for the peace party. All right, it's beautiful back there, real beautiful. She has it set up real nice. She has violins playing. She has candles lit. Like I said, she has the purple lights out by the pool. She had it really set up nice. I was like, okay, Stormy, you did your thing on that, girl. All right, so then Tiffany arrives first. She has on this little Easter looking dress with this little halter top look. And then she compliments the setup to tell Stormy, hey, this is a nice setup. Like, I really like this. This is a nice, girl. All right, so then Melody arrives next. And she's wearing like this really nice, like a white sundress looking type thing. And she's looking real cute. All right, so then she greets Stormy and she also greets Tiffany. All right. And then they're having a little kiki. They're talking back and forth and laughing. All right. So then Kimmy arrives. She has on this real cute yellow sundress. All right. And then she kind of compliments everything as to say, oh, this is really nice. Everything is real beautiful, Stormy. Okay. And then she says in her confessional that she's not ready to include the girls in her medical scare just yet. That she just wants to be there and kind of be in a good vibe and have, good vibrations pretty much in terms of this particular peace dinner. Okay. All right. So then Tisha, she arrives and she's wearing like this white shirt with her stomach kind of out. It's like a white t-shirt looking thing, but her stomach is kind of out. And then she has on these ripped up distressed cut out shorts. Everybody else, mind you, have on these real cute dresses. And Tisha shows up in this cut off shirt and these distressed cut up shorts, jean shorts. I was like, girl, where the hell are you going? You ain't going to the beach. Like, did you not get the memo as to what you guys were supposed to wear and how you guys were supposed to look? Obviously, all of them got the memo because they were all kind of dressed almost alike in terms of their dresses or whatever. And then she shows up like her ass just left the beach. But, yeah. So, upon Tisha walking up, of course, Melanie and all of them are standing there. They're conversing. They're sipping on their drinks. And then Melody kind of looks at Tisha like, the hell you got on? And then she's kind of sipping her drink like, oh, girl, what you got on? So, because y'all know Melody's y'all know Melody's a little shady, just a little bit. So then, like I said, Mel is looking at her like, yeah, girl, what you got on? So then Tiffany, she's kind of looking awkward at Tisha as well in terms of what she has on. But I'm just like, girl, you don't need to be looking awkward because you know you done walked up in there with your little last year Easter dress on. And yeah, you were looking a hot damn mess too, girl. So move around, Tiffany. Move around. Alright, so then Mel says in her confessional that she's not there to mend any friendships with Tisha as long as Tisha sticks to the agreement and the rules that they came up with at the dinner with everyone. And however, she says Mel feels that that Tisha always contradicts herself, but she's hoping for the best at this dinner. Okay, at this peace dinner. Alright. So then they cheers, that they all come together and they cheers their drink. Not after Destiny arrives late. I meant to say that. Destiny arrives late and she brings a +1. Mind you, she did not run that by Stormy, and Stormy felt a way about that. Alright? So, like I said, they cheers their drinks. And Tiffany says that we're cheering for peace. And then Tisha says, and for love. And then Mel kind of looks like, yeah, all right, girl. All right, so then Tisha says, per her confessional, that after the events at Madani, that they all agreed that they wouldn't attack each other on social media, but face to face. She says, so you never know what you're going to get. It was kind of like a little subliminal that she was kind of throwing out there, which that didn't even need to be said because Melody was on the calm down and was trying to get along with everybody and was being cordial. So that was not needed from Tisha. All right. So, yes. I was just like, Tisha kind of came on the defense versus coming in peace. All right. Yeah. All right. So then Melody says that okay. So then Melody says, I see Destiny brought Demi as a backup and as her security. Now, Demi is who Destiny pretty much was saying was her cousin. And she was bringing her to the actual peace party. Like I said, she was not invited by Stormy. This particular party was had at Stormy's house. So you would think that Destiny would have gotten permission from Stormy prior to bringing a +1, because no one else brought a +1 but her. So I thought that was very disrespectful that she did not bring that up to Stormy prior to doing that. So then Stormy says to Destiny, she says, I didn't know that you were bringing a +1 guest to my home. She says, but I actually do have an extra seat since you kind of brought somebody. And then so then Stormy says in her confessional that Destiny bought a +1, and she didn't tell her anything about it. She says, however, it is a peace party and that she's just going to roll with it. All right. She felt a way about her bringing someone to her home without telling her, which she should have. That's rude as hell. I would feel a way. If I invite you to come to my home and you just bring somebody that I don't even know to my home as a +1 and you don't run it by me, I'm going to feel a way about that. Okay. So Destiny brought her cousin, and her name is Demi. All right. To the peace party, to Stormy's house. All right. I was like, girl, Destiny, you know damn well that was just not right for you to bring someone and that person was uninvited. All right, so then Stormy explains, all right, the purpose of the peace party to the women as they're sitting down. All right, they're all sitting around this little table. All right, she apologizes for the Valentine's Day event and how things went left, and her part in how things went left. All right, she says that she wants to be a better person, and she wants the peace party to have no drama, she says, because this is at her house and that her house is a place of peace. All right. This is what she's telling the women sitting around the table. All right. So then Stormy tells Destiny that if they can get over their differences, that anyone can. All right. All right. So then Destiny is sitting there with the whole blank face. She's kind of rolling her eyes like, yeah, all right, girl. Destiny's whole disposition throughout this entire episode just really irked me, because she stayed in attitude mode and stayed with the stank face and stayed with this whole blank look anytime somebody says something to her, I was just like, girl, she stayed on my nerves on this particular episode. All right, so then Stormy starts to light some sage, all right? And they're going around the table. Each of them are going to go around the table and kind of give their affirmation. And Stormy's affirmation was, I can do what I want and be whatever I want. And then she said, dream girl. So that's her affirmation. All right. So like I said, all of them go around the table one by one and they're doing their affirmation. Tiffany says that if you want to change the world, You gotta love your family first. She says, and I'm going to continue to have a clear mindset so that I can continue to move on. And I was just like, yeah, all right, Tiffany. Sounds good, girl. All right, so then Melody says, she says that she's blessed and that she's favored and that she desires peace and she desires love and harmony. And when she says that, Destiny kind of coughs like, like, yeah, all right, girl. Rude as hell in the middle of Melody talking, which then causes Melody to kind of look over like, the hell you doing? You know, just being rude, like she's trying to start something. Destiny is trying to start something. So in the middle of Melody giving her affirmation, here goes Destiny, you know, doing this loud cough, being rude as hell. Like she's saying, yeah, right. When Melody says that she wanted peace, love, and harmony. All right, so then Melody continues talking and she says, and that I can do anything I want and that I can be anything that I want. All right. And so then the next person, Destiny, of course, she looks irritated after Melody talks and says that. And then she kind of gives a blank stare like, yeah, all right, girl. And then she kind of gives a stank look and then she rolls her eyes after Melody says what she says. And so then they show Destiny in the confessional and she says, peace, love, and harmony ain't what Mel was displaying at Madani. But okay, Mel. I'm like, girl, you still on Madani. Everybody has moved past that except you. Had you had this much energy into having your relaunch, okay, at a better attitude and trying to sell something and giving somebody something to drink, and you know, then maybe you wouldn't still be in your feelings about this. You should have had that much energy into your relaunch versus focusing on Melody. Okay, girl? Yeah. Because it was a hot damn mess. We already told y'all there was no power there. It was hot as hell there. Nobody had nothing to drink there. And I ain't seen nobody eating no food except for what was outside, what Wanda had, honey. Out there with her showing enough nasty food, as Melody called it. But moving on. All right, so then Destiny's cousin Demi, she did her affirmation as to say, if I do it once, I can do it again. And that's all she had to say. All right? So they were kind of looking like, yeah, all right, girl. So then Destiny does her affirmation and she says, I thank God for overflow and for being in a season of thriving and surviving. And I was looking like, what? I said, Destiny, do you mean scratching and surviving? Like the show Good Times? She said that she's in a season of thriving and surviving. And I was like, do you mean like the song Good Times? Like scratching and surviving? Are you scratching and surviving? Because that's what it sounds like, Destiny. Because you are losing out here, girl. You are losing out here, sis. Okay? Yeah. And you still super pressed about Mel. Even at this peace dinner. This is supposed to be a peace dinner. And yeah, girl. You are not scratching and you are not surviving and thriving. You are scratching, honey, and surviving. Yes, that's what you're doing at the peace dinner, girl. Scratching and surviving. Good times. Well, bad times for her. Moving on, child. So then Mel says in her confessional, all right, Mel says that any woman who has to rebuild from the ground up and be successful says that she is for that because she had to do it. She says, and then she's talking about Destiny after Destiny gave her affirmation. All right. Mel says that she's happy to know that Destiny is in a much better place now and that she's doing better. All right. So, yeah. It's like, girl, I don't have no hate for you. That's what Destiny was pretty much, Melody was pretty much saying, I don't have no hate for you, girl. At the end of the day, I want to see you win. We just cannot be friends. That's pretty much what she was saying. Okay? Yes, scratching and surviving, honey. Good times. Woo. All right, so then Tisha's affirmation was love, peace, and happiness. She said, God, you see me, and I see you. And we got this. That's what Tisha had to say for her affirmation. And she put her glass up like she was, you know. And I was like, girl, put your glass down. Put your glass down, Tisha May. With your thick tongue ass out here, girl. All right, so then Kimmy. Right. So then Kimmy does her affirmation. And hers is, I can be and do anything. All right. She starts to get choked up. She says, I can overcome anything. And then she starts crying. Okay. I see y'all with the eyes like. All right, so then everyone at this point is kind of looking at Kimmy like, girl, what's going on with you? Like, what you crying for? Everybody else then went around and did their affirmation. They're fine. They're, you know, putting their cups up as, you know, cheers. They get to Kimmy, and then she kind of breaks down and starts crying. And everybody looking at her like, what the hell going on with Kimmy? What you crying for, girl? Okay? Yeah. So, and then she pauses. She has like this long pause, and then she says, yeah, and then that's it. That's all I got to say. She became very emotional and overcome with emotions to where she just could not finish her affirmation. So she said, that's it. All right. So then Mel says in her confessional, she says, whatever has Kimmy emotional, she says it is something very deep. She said because Kimmy really don't be crying, that she's very strong. We really don't see Kimmy doing any type of crying. She says, but whatever it is, she says that she's going to pray for her and that Kimmy be okay. All right. So, of course, like I said, Kimmy was not ready to share what she was going with the girls as of yet because she don't really know what she's dealing with. She's had some tests done. She's waiting to hear back from her doctor as to say, is it cancer or is it not cancer? So she's just still kind of in limbo and she's kind of still scared at what it could be. And she don't want to alert them yet because she don't know. But it's still bothering her to the point that whenever she thinks about it and she talks about it and she's trying to do her affirmation, she became overwhelmed and overcome with emotion. Okay. All right. So then Stormy explains a game that she wants the girls to play. All right. Which I thought the shit was just so damn messy. I was like, Stormy, I don't think that this is the best idea, given that there is drama still amongst some of the girls. I don't think this particular game will be a great idea. All right. Now, the particular game that Stormy wants the girls to play is called What I Think, What I Said, and What You Heard. Okay, that's the title of the game that Stormy came up with that she wants the girls to play. All right, and they're just looking like, oh hell no, like here we go with the bullshit. Like things is about to go left. That's what everybody's looking. So Destiny pretty much says, Destiny was like, whoa, 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 whoa. She said, I don't think that we're gonna get anywhere with this game, Stormy. That's what Destiny's saying, and I was saying the same thing. Like this shit is about to go left. They are about to start arguing. Yes, it's about to be Valentine's Day Part 2 with this damn game. Alright? Yes. Alright, so then Mel, she's looking kind of aggravated. Like, oh, hell no. Like, I'm just not here for this bullshit. Like, Stormy, no. So then Stormy asks Mel, she says, you don't think this is a good game? And then Melody says, it's a good game for whoever wants to play it. Like, bitch, I'm really not here to be playing this game. Alright, so then Tiffany says, this sounds like therapy. And you guys know how I hate therapy. And I'm just like, your ass need to be in therapy because you 3 screws short of a toolbox out this bitch, girl. You need to be in therapy. Yes, moving on. So then Stormy assures the girls that it's not going to go left and that this is a peace game. Alright. So then Stormy asks Destiny what she heard with Mel at the Valentine's Day event. She starts it out with that. All right, so then Destiny says that what I heard is that you asked me 3 times the same thing. That's what Destiny had to say. She says, and I was already, she said, and it was already kind of heightened during the time that you asked me that. All right, so then Destiny says that she understood Stormy once they actually had a one-on-one and that they talked about the situation, okay? All right, so then Stormy asked Tiffany, has she ever heard something wrong with anyone? Okay, she wanted her to kind of participate, and Tiffany says yes with Destiny several times. Okay, so then Destiny kind of gives her the like, bitch, what? Gave her that look. All right, so then Destiny says, oh, okay, well then let's go then, like that. So then Tiffany says, oh, is that the Detroit coming out? She says that's the Destiny. So Tiffany says that at the first brunch, whenever she first met Destiny, she says that that when she saw Destiny, she says that she didn't know that if it was her because it was a different woman with LeBerick. Y'all remember that episode? I want to say last season when they were all sitting down and whenever she brought up the whole monster was vaping situation, she brought up to Destiny that she saw LeBerick and that she saw her as well, but it really wasn't Destiny. Tiffany was trying to be messy and as to say that there was another woman with LeBerick, okay? And Destiny kind of felt away about that. So then Destiny says that that the delivery that Tiffany gave was wrong whenever she said what she said, and that she did not have to say it in front of everybody, and that she was being very asinine, okay, when she said it. And she says, and for your information, the woman that Tiffany saw with LeBerick was Melnika, and that they were together at an event because they were getting an award together. So she cleared up the fact that, hey, yes, he was there with another woman, but it was with Melnika, and that she knew about it, and that they were at an event where the both of them were getting an award together. Okay, so that is what Destiny was saying. All right, so then when it got to Destiny, she says that she was like, I'm great. Yeah, I'm good. I ain't have nothing. I ain't want to say nothing. She was like, yeah, no, 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 no. I don't have nothing. But I was just like, yeah, okay, yes you do, because you continue to steady be coming for Mel. So yeah, you need to be talking about your issues with her, since you are still pressed, my dear, about what is going on with Melody. All right, so yeah. All right, so then Tisha says, yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. She says that I don't have no issues with nobody, and she says that she wants to just leave the past in the past, and she just wants to move on. So she didn't even want to indulge in this game at all. So Destiny and Tisha both decided, yeah, no, we not playing this game. We don't have nothing to say. We good. All right. So then Mel brought up the whole hello thing to Destiny and says that she spoke to Destiny. All right. And Destiny, she says that she never heard her. She's still on that. I never heard you. I didn't hear you speak to me. Oh, I didn't hear you. She's still on that bullshit. So then Stormy asked Destiny. She says, so now that you know that Melody actually did speak to you, does that change how you feel now, Destiny? And Destiny responded, nope. That was her response, y'all. She said, no, that don't change how I feel. Okay? And with the stank face, too, y'all. Mind you, she had the stank face, too. Rolling her eyes and was acting like she was still mad about this situation. So then Tisha starts looking like, oh, hell no. Here we go. Here we go with the bullshit. All right. So then, of course, the episode ends there. All right. Now, next episode is going to show Melody actually sitting down with Destiny, and they're going to be talking, and it looks like it's going to kind of escalate into an argument, okay, about Destiny saying to Melody that other people are coming up to her and telling her that Melody has an issue with her, and they're trying to iron out what the hell this issue is. And Melody looking at her like, I don't have an issue with you, like I just don't want to be friends with you. I want to be cordial with you, but I don't have an issue with you, Destiny. So then Destiny, I'm just like, Destiny, you're the one with the issue. Destiny, you're the one that's steady holding on to bullshit because you have mama issues. This is me. This is what I'm saying. Okay. Destiny has mama issues because she is jealous of Melody. She will not let mess go. She's still talking about this Madani bullshit when that's dead and gone. That ship has sailed, and she is still riding on this whole Madani situation, and everybody has moved past it except her. It's like she's still looking for a moment. It's like she wants Melody to, I guess, reach across the table and just grab her ass and hug her. Like you still are pressed about this situation, and you want Melody. It's like she wants Melody's friendship again, but she won't come out and say it. She wants Melody to kiss her ass, and she wants everybody else to kiss her ass as well. All right? I really feel like she misses her friendship with Melody, but I think her pride will not allow her to say that. So she will continue the bullshit and continue making Melody feel like she did something to her when actually she did not. That's how I feel. But that's how the episode ended. And that's episode, 9? Of season 5, and it's to be or not to be. Yeah, so yeah, Destiny is super pressed. She really showed her ass in this episode. I do not like her attitude and how she acted at this whole peace party. Like I said, everybody else was getting along and trying to move past their differences, but Destiny was steady holding on to past mess and just would not let it go. Just the simple fact that when she saw Melody, it was like she just had that whole attitude of rolling her eyes, like, she wanted a moment. It's like she wanted Melody to say something to her like, hey, come on, Destiny, come here, let me give you a hug, girl. And I feel like had Melody done that she probably, she would have received it, because you could tell that she misses her friendship. Okay, but Destiny, like I said, she's jealous of Melody, and she has issues with women. I really feel like that. She has mama issues. Destiny's mother was not there for her when she was growing up. She grew up with her father. And she grew up in the system, I'm finding out, too. I didn't know that. Destiny grew up in the system, in and out of, I think, foster homes. So she really didn't have that love from her mother like Melody has with her mother. So maybe that was why she threw that whole comment out there, "Stop pimping your daughter," whenever she said that to Miss Van, because she was, I guess, feeling away or maybe jealous of Melody's friendship and or relationship that she has with her mother, because she don't have it with hers, Who knows? Who knows? But Destiny really needs to have some soul searching, and she really needs to get some counseling, because it don't make no sense to be that damn crazy and to be that damn petty for her to be a grown woman. You a grown woman, you a mother. At the end of the day, she needs to let that shit go. She just needs to let it go. All right? Yeah. She needs to let it go. This woman just sat here and told you, I spoke to you. She was trying to be nice. She didn't raise her voice. She said, hey, Destiny, I actually spoke to you. I said, hey, Destiny. That's what she was saying to her. And then when Stormy said, hey, how do you feel now? Do you feel better now that Melody has told you, hey, I actually spoke to you? And she's still on the whole, no, I don't feel better. Like, fuck you, Destiny, at this point. And I don't like to say that to people. But I would have told her, you know what, Destiny, fuck you. Like, I'm not about to apologize to you no more. I'm not about to say that I spoke to you no more. I'm not about to harp on this anymore. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to continue to be upset about something that we've already squashed and or talked about, then hey, have at it, girl. Have at it. That focus needs to be on trying to get your life together, because everything around you seems to be failing. You're losing your business. You've lost your home. They get ready to sell your house. You're still trying to get custody of your son. I would think that that focus and that energy would be on that versus focusing on somebody not speaking to you, because that's so high school to me. I'm just saying. I'd be like, fuck you, girl. I'm not speaking to you no more. And I'm not about to apologize to your ass no more. You want to be mad, girl? Get mad. Go put your cape on and be damn Superman. And fly your ass somewhere and go sit down. That's what I would have told her. Fly your ass over there like Superman and go somewhere and sit your ass down. Because I'm not apologizing to you anymore. That's right. But that's the episode, you guys. And that is the review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, episode 9, season 5. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Yeah, I would have told her that. Like, girl, yeah, no, I wish the hell I would say that I spoke to you. I wish they would roll the camera back one more damn time to show that I spoke to you. Hell no. No. Be in your feelings, honey. No. Go somewhere and take a nap and talk to you guys about. All right? So you guys have a good night. Said thank you, sis. Needed to recap. All right. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the review. All right? And we are still doing the blackout, okay? We are still doing the blackout. Yes. Said I loved it. Thank you, guys. We're still doing the blackout. And we're going to try to do it all the way up until the reunion. For those of you that want to watch the episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, you can watch it on YouTube. Thank you, Robin Davis, for the super chat. I appreciate it, dear. You guys can watch Love and Marriage Huntsville on Sunday on YouTube, okay? If that's what you so choose to do. But we're still asking everyone to still do the blackout. It is working. We are knocking them down, honey, a few notches. They were at number 18. I think they're down to like number 22 now, if I'm not mistaken. So it's actually working, all right? Yeah, and Melody actually said in one of her interviews that she does support the blackout, that she understands why we're doing the blackout, okay? So it's a great thing. It's a great thing what we're doing. You guys continue to do that. Tell everybody that you know, honey. Let's do the blackout. Let's support the blackout, all right? We are trying to make a difference. We are setting a standard that we will not continue to allow bullying and bad behavior on the network, okay? African Americans should not be putting their hands on each other. We will not tolerate Wanda running a damn muck out here looking like a California raisin running around the damn parking lot, okay? Yeah. So thank you guys for joining. You guys have a great night. We will have Car Chronicles, like I said, tomorrow. Love you guys down, and good night.